Another big thanks for helping make these videos possible to PCBWay. If you have a project in mind, be sure and swing by and check out the massive menu of offerings from them. Anything from CNC work, 3D printing, to blank slate PCBs. While you're there, don't forget to look into the 5th PCB design contest. The last day of submission is December 31st, 2022. Make sure you get those entries submitted before then for a chance at cash prizes, a Raspberry Pi 4, or in-store credit. Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt186, and today I'm taking a look at Weenon's little soundbar here. Now, Weenon reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in their PC soundbar, and after looking at it, I felt like yes might be the only answer. It's different, very different, definitely a little bit different than ones I've seen before, and its design is very interesting. The rep did immediately say that, hey look, we're not trying to compete on that Bose level, but felt very confident that for its weight class, it competes pretty fairly against a lot of other options out there. In all fairness, I often find PC soundbars to be a little bit underwhelming, but let's jump in and see what this one's like. Firstly, the user manual is outdated and just flat wrong in some spots. It includes setup instructions that are just plain wrong, such as plugging in the auxiliary line to the wall for powering it. Please don't do this.
Now, I pointed out the fallacy on the book that said to run the aux line into the wall, which I say is dangerous. Don't do that, please. They have taken note of this, and they say it's going to be corrected because they also see this as a problem that got by them. Now, there are two versions of this speaker. One is the RD-BB8, which is the 12-volt adapter version of it. That's not the one that I have. I have the RD-BB9, which has a built-in battery so that you can take it a little bit portable, which I'll cover here in just a moment.
It uses a micro USB in order to power it, so if you have a USB block for Type A to plug into a wall, you can use that.
Despite this being something that you can plug into USB, it is recommended not to, and instead to use something like a power brick. If you do go to the PC, then be warned if you encounter any kind of static or distortion from poor grounding, that's the reason.
So included in the box aside of the speaker itself is a 3.5 to 3.5 analog auxiliary input and the micro USB to USB Type A for power. It does have a built-in battery with a fairly decent battery life for it, but ultimately I would say it's best used wired, always charging. If you go portable though, it does have that battery, and connecting via Bluetooth is simple and straightforward. Just hold down the mode button in order for it to go into Bluetooth pairing mode. All of the buttons on the soundbar are appropriately labeled. It's very neat and very cool. The mechanical key switches that they use on this are awesome, but I was a bit sad to find out that the recess of the actual switch itself is a little bit too much in order to swap to other keycaps. So trying to put another keycap on there that's got sort of that overhang just won't fit. It won't stay. The cross stem can accept it, but because of the recess of the switch, it just won't stay on there, which was a little bit of a missed opportunity in my opinion. The soundbar does get pretty loud and stays pretty crisp for most of its loudness range. As expected, it's a bit lacking on the low end though, so if you're looking for something a little more boomier and bassier, you probably won't find that here. And the lighting effects are a little bit of a hit or miss also. They look alright and they can be turned off if you don't like them being on, but the preset modes that it comes with, that's pretty much all you get. Let's do a quick comparative sound test so that you can hear what this sounds like, maybe in contrast with some other speakers. Keep in mind we'll be recording over a microphone, playing back over the speakers or the listening device that you have, so the ultimate goal is really to just hear the differences that you can detect with this. We'll be using a song called Sweet by an artist named Liquid with his permission to do so, so go ahead and take a listen and see what you think. Now, in my opinion, I do think it's better than some of the soundbars I've come across and listened to in this price range, and it's pretty neat and unique, if not a little bit tad over the top with that glossy shininess and sort of the exaggerated switches, buttons, whatever you want to call them there. It looks different. It definitely looks different. And if you're looking for that just different, unique style, it's got it. And it doesn't sound too bad either. But I could have probably done without the glossy shininess. Maybe a matte color all the way across would have been pretty nice. Anyways, I hope this was somewhat helpful and useful to you. Have a great day, night, whatever it is, and I'll see you in the next video I do.